Alright, so a new update dropped today on JP, and with a new update sometimes comes, new files that the leakers find, and 7DS Leaks got already info that the next banner dropping next week, so in 7 days from now on JP, will be a base Meliodas. We'll talk about the base Meliodas in a second. It's already been leaked actually. And then the week after will be a 600 gem, so regular banner, Ragnarok with Frayja, which was already leaked before as well. So this is, I have no doubt in my mind that this is actually how it's going to play out. Like these leaks have been just consistent, just always accurate, right? If you don't know, maybe you weren't paying attention. This is what happened with Jormungandr, right? Jormungandr dropped, and the week before Jormungandr, they dropped a base bot, right? So I'm going to assume is this base Meliodas. This is the same Meliodas as counter Meliodas. Is going to be a Ragnarok base Meliodas on the Stappa banner, the True 42 banner, with awful characters on it. Oh, actually, no. I think they're going to put Red Tarmiel in it to entice people to summon. Oh, this is going to be great. I'm making the predictions, no, but I mean, he could be. Would not recommend though, still, because it's probably this Frayja is probably going to be a major character for the new demonic beast battle. What is Frayja? Does anyone say in the comments? Okay, I guess he's just like a god. I'm gonna look it up. I mean, all these names, we don't know exactly. Yeah, okay, Frayja is literally a god. Okay. Well, we'll see how or who and how is interpreted Frayja in the actual game, right? But I'm assuming that this unit will be actually, again, a major piece for the demonic beast battle, which we are likely getting with that banner. Or maybe even with the Meliodas. Maybe they will drop the new demonic beast battle next week with Meliodas. And then we're going to be like, oh my god, it's so difficult. And then they're going to drop Frayja, and oh, it makes it super easy. Okay, maybe. We'll see how it plays out, right? But yeah, this Meliodas, if you're unaware, a few days ago, a week ago almost, 7DS Leaks also leaked a Demon Chandler, but also a base Meliodas, right? This base Meliodas right here, it seems to be a very terrible character. So, description. Captain Meliodas removes the enemy buffs and stances the allies can attack effectively. If you don't know what that skill is, it's the same skill as Red Gallant. This one, right here. Removes buffs, removes buffs and stances. So, it seems horrible. Now, this can actually be changed. This sort of leak, like 2 weeks in advance like this, they could change, but this base melee will get his stats buffed. I have no doubt, because base Bond or Brawler Bond, whatever, got his stats buffed. And will have actually probably pretty decent CC, especially considering that you're going to be able to link him with the Giant DN link. It's Giant DN, yeah. The Giant DN link, giving 1,000 extra CC. So what they probably want you to do is use him as a back, like Bond. So the passive could also become better. So if you also don't recall, Ragnarok Bond was leaked just like this, right? Like a few weeks ahead. And his passive on the leak was really bad, but it got buffed at release, or it was, maybe they fought through and changed the passive to release it with a better passive. But the way it's leaked right now, the start of allies turn increases basic stats of units that have 2 or less skills in hand by 20%. Now, if it works like Nanashi, this will probably be 3 buffs. So like the defense, attack, and HP buff. So it could be good for Amplify, but you can't even use the best Amplify character with this guy, because the best Amplify character is truly Meliodas, right? So we'll see how this will play out. They might give him a better passive, because I don't like the Nanashi passive. I hate using the Nanashi because every time I don't get his passive for the character I want to get the passive for, right? A lot of times then the character I want to give the passive to get the extra amplify buffs ends up getting an extra card, and what am I supposed to do? Like, it's not my fault. Like, the game just gave him an extra card. It is what it is, So I don't like this kind of passive. But we'll see. Maybe it's going to be better at launch. Now, this Frayja is a bit of a mystery. We also got, Frayja and Freyr being attendances. I wonder if they will both be attendances at the same time. But the way it is, I'm assuming that Freyr is going to drop this next week. Sorry, 2 weeks from now, actually. And then he's going to be in attendance. So that's when you log in the game. They give you like the login bonus. And then when Frayja comes out, then she will become also attendance. People are saying that Frayja, I'll say Frayja, is the big milker's mommy lady. I'm not sure. Again, it's like all these names are just nothing for me because there's like they didn't show who they are, right? They mean nothing to me. All these names. Only the only thing I can do is like look it up, right? So if I look it up right now, this is Frayja. I mean, it would make sense if it is, I guess, right? But we'll see how Great Cross does. So yeah, this Meliodas seems to be just like Ragnarok Bond, a character they're releasing to just to release separate. Because I mean, they could just release him on the same banner, right? They're just releasing separate because they want to. It's so weird. I don't like the way they do this. And man, if it is like that, we're going to be getting Ragnarok for a full month. Oh, by the way, if you don't know why I keep saying that the Month Beast Battle is coming out next week, is because next week, let me go back up, is the anniversary of Ragnarok. 24th of June is the anniversary of Ragnarok. Ragnarok released here 24th of June of 2021, and next week coincides with 23rd of June, so it's basically a day off. So it would make total sense for that. Or they could again release with the banner. It could be either next week or the week after. The only thing is that if I go here on their Twitter again, they did say that once Liz leaves, so Liz will leave on the 23rd. Oh, sorry, the 30th. 23rd is next week. So on the 30th, right? When Liz leaves, that they were going to drop a new game mode. This new game mode they're working on that looks like a roguelike. And if they do drop the new game mode and Demonic Beast Battle at the same time, I think it's not a good drop, right? You want to drop like one thing in a week and then the other thing the next week, right? I feel like it's better separated, right? Now, there's a new content mission on the ground schedule after the Goddess Thanksgiving Festival. And maybe it won't be exactly when it leaves, but it'll just be afterwards. So we'll see how they end up releasing things. I just hope that this new game mode comes out sooner rather than later. If it is something they've been working on, and it's just ready to go, right? So yeah, let me know what you think. I mean, if Captain Meliodas, so base Meliodas, gets buffed, unfortunately, I don't think any of the base Meliodas will get much of a boost in usability, because these are the other two base Meliodas, right? Like counter Meliodas has a card with no effect and a very outdated counter, right? His stats will be buffed, so these are irrelevant, right? I actually don't hate his ultimate. Oh, maybe they mean cancel buffs and stances with the ultimate. I don't know, maybe they do. Because that's what the ultimate does. Maybe his cards will be good. I mean, we'll see. We'll see, right? Because his stats will be buffed. So regardless of anything, like if his cards are good, the unit will likely be decent, right? Base melee, counter melee is just not gonna get much of it, right? And then Halloween melee is a joke. Poison and spike. I mean, okay, if base melee gets like, I don't know, 120% crit chance, then the spike card might be decent, right? But that passive would also need a buff, right? The poison card is also really bad, so they would also need other buffs on top of it to become usable. But in any case, I mean, at least maybe we'll see some more usability for them. I don't know. These old characters, they seriously need a revision. And I think, you know, with them buffing old characters like this, like their stats, it opens up the opportunity for that because, you know, old cards like Shatter and, what's the ignore defense one again? Is it Shatter? No, the Shatter is ignore resistance, right? Shatter and Rush, which is ignore defense, or the other name, I think there's two names for ignore defense. Like, cards like that just don't cut anymore. Cards with no effect don't cut anymore. Like, they're not usable in the current state of the game, right? They're just simply not usable. Yeah, Burning Hilder has a charge, sorry. Rush was how we used to call it before Global. Charge. This card doesn't cut anymore, right? And this is a new unit. Imagine for old characters, right? Like a card like this. Sorry, not like this. Like this, okay? For Blue Arthur, that only has an effect on level 3, doesn't cut anymore, right? So these cards need to be buffed. And I hope one day they do that. But in any case, let me know what you think.